Hey everyone, I'm working to hit 1,000 subscribers, and I need your help to get there. If you enjoy this content, please hit that subscribe button right now.
What if I told you that the Toronto Blue Jays are facing one of the most strategic scenarios of the past decade, blending challenges and opportunities in ways we haven't seen before? On one side, José Berríos, one of the pillars of the rotation, now faces an uncertain future after a season of ups and downs. On the other side, Kyle Tucker, Bichette, and Alex Bregman could be about to transform the Canadian lineup into a serious offensive powerhouse. We're talking about a true four-dimensional chess game by the front office where every decision involves multi-million-dollar contracts, talent management, and calculated risk. This is what really matters for the upcoming season, straight from Toronto's front office. Get ready, because today we're going to break down every move that could define this team's championship window. Let's start with José Berríos. The right-handed pitcher finished the most recent season with 9 wins, 5 losses, and a 4.17 ERA in 31 games, numbers that show a consistent performance in the first half of the year, but were deeply affected by a series of elbow and biceps injuries during the second half. The impact of these injuries was more than just statistical. He was left off the playoff roster, something unprecedented for a player of his importance, and even temporarily stepped away from the team during the World Series, expressing his frustration publicly and clearly. It was a rare moment that highlighted not only the player's physical struggles, but also the psychological effect of not being at the center of the rotation for such a competitive team. Now, with the arrival of Dylan Cease, Cody Poteet, and Shane Bieber, Berríos' situation becomes even more complicated. He no longer has a guaranteed spot in the starting rotation. Insider reports point out that he will have to fight for a role in the bullpen or try to reclaim his rotation spot during spring training. This competition will be fierce, considering he will face emerging and established talents such as Cease, Kevin Gausman, Cody Poteet, and others. Every pitch Berríos throws in the upcoming season will have a dual purpose: to prove that he can still be a starter and to justify his 7-year, $110 million contract, which carries more weight with each year of uncertainty. Meanwhile, the Blue Jays front office is moving quickly to secure impact additions. Names like Kyle Tucker, Bichette, and Alex Bregman have emerged on the team's radar, with sources indicating that Toronto is confident in making significant moves. The strategy is clear: capitalize on Vladimir Guerrero Jr.'s peak years and strengthen the outfield lineup with power, creating a lethal combination of speed, defense, and offensive production. Each addition is not just another talent, it's a carefully planned piece meant to strategically and efficiently complement the existing roster. In the context of the rotation, the inclusion of Dylan Cease and Shane Bieber creates unprecedented depth, something the Jays have not experienced in recent seasons. But this also puts Berríos in a delicate position. If he cannot readjust to his previous performance level, he could become a very expensive reliever, something the Jays have historically tried to avoid. This combination of talent and financial risk requires calculated decisions and flexibility from the front office. In the offensive lineup, Kyle Tucker represents speed, power, and defensive consistency, acting as the perfect complement to Bichette and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Alex Bregman, meanwhile, would add exceptional offensive value, increasing lineup depth and allowing the Jays to withstand the intensity of the AL East, one of MLB's most competitive divisions. This balance between young and veteran talent, coupled with strategic contracts, creates a sustainable pipeline that keeps the team competitive without compromising the future. Every move by the front office goes far beyond simply winning games. It's about maximizing the performance ceiling while minimizing financial risks, something the Jays have shown they can master. Talent management, contract planning, and strategic vision are what set Toronto apart from other teams that merely react to market circumstances. Looking at franchises like the Astros or Dodgers in recent years, it becomes clear that adding elite offensive impact while adjusting the rotation is a proven winning formula. In this context, Kyle Tucker could become a true offensive force in the outfield, bringing consistency and clutch decision-making reminiscent of how elite players have transformed championship teams. Berríos, on the other hand, still carries significant risk. He could become a solid and reliable arm, but his high contract and recent injury history add uncertainty to the equation. From a business perspective, the Jays front office is betting strategically. balancing risk and reward, investing in high-impact free agents, protecting young talent, and maintaining flexibility for future deals. Every decision is measured, every signing planned to create a team that is competitive today and sustainable tomorrow. But it's important to keep expectations grounded. Berríos needs to return to peak physical form. Otherwise, his contract could become a financial burden and limit the bullpen's ability to operate efficiently. Even with talents like Tyler Rogers, the bullpen is not yet fully defined, and any unsuccessful adaptation by Berríos could recreate the same problems seen at the end of the previous season. On the offensive side, even signing Tucker or Bregman does not guarantee immediate results. Lineup integration, adaptation to the pressure of the AL East, and potential injuries could limit the expected impact. Therefore, the front office needs to balance short-term expectations with long-term sustainability, remembering that even star additions do not solve all problems on their own. Success depends on execution, health, and team synergy. The front office is also carefully monitoring how these pieces fit together. When you add a player like Kyle Tucker, you're not just adding raw statistics. You're adding a proven winner who understands October baseball. His ability to produce in high-leverage situations makes him invaluable. Similarly, if Alex Bregman joins the fold, his championship experience and leadership become intangible assets that don't show up in traditional metrics but absolutely matter when games are decided by one swing in the ninth inning. The rotation depth creates interesting scenarios too. Having multiple quality arms means you can manage workloads more effectively throughout the grueling regular season. This prevents the kind of burnout that often derails playoff runs. Dylan Cease gives you a legitimate ace. Kevin Gausman provides veteran stability. Shane Bieber, if healthy, adds another dimension. This depth allows the organization to be patient with Berríos' recovery and development without feeling desperate or forced into bad decisions. What makes this situation particularly fascinating is the timeline. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is entering his prime years. Bo Bichette, when healthy, provides elite production. The window is open right now, not 3 years from now. That urgency drives every decision the front office makes. They're not building for some distant future. They're building for championship contention immediately while maintaining the flexibility to sustain success. The financial architecture deserves appreciation too. By structuring contracts intelligently and avoiding dead money situations, Toronto maintains the ability to pivot when necessary. If a trade opportunity emerges mid-season, they have the resources to act. If an extension becomes necessary to keep a key player, they have the flexibility. This isn't about hoarding money. It's about strategic deployment of resources to maximize competitive advantage. In summary, Toronto continues to prove itself as an elite organization, combining pitching depth with top-tier offensive talent and smart financial management. Every move is calculated like a chess match, and the upcoming season promises to be a fascinating test of strategy and execution. The combination of proven veterans, emerging young talent, and strategic additions creates a roster construction that few teams can match. The question isn't whether Toronto has the pieces. The question is whether those pieces come together at the right time to deliver the championship this organization and fan base desperately want. Yeah, now I want to hear from you. If Berríos does not return to his elite level, would it be better for Toronto to find a trade partner or bet on his recovery within the rotation or bullpen? What's your take on the overall strategy? Comment below, and don't forget to leave a like if you want more detailed analyses like this. This organization is making bold moves, and we're here to break down every single decision as it happens.